Here are the 5 most crucial mistakes you want to avoid when dealing with the IRS. These can cost you time, money, and cause you unnecessary stress. First mistake is not doing anything. Running away from your problem and putting it off for another time is one of the major mistakes that people make. If you owe taxes and don't file your tax returns, the IRS will file them for you. Of course, they don't allow any deductions, and on top of that, they add penalties and interest on penalties that will increase every day. One of the secrets that the IRS and stating authorities don't want you to know is that penalties and interest on those penalties are negotiable by law. The second mistake that people make is contacting the IRS directly and trying to plead their case. You may say something that can seriously harm your case down the road. We would recommend that people should be represented by a tax attorney. The kinder, gentler IRS that we used to know is past history. After the economy turned south, the IRS completed another hiring of agents, and they are more aggressive than ever and fighting for every dollar. There is, however, leniency for individuals who simply don't have the ability to pay. There's also an amnesty program going on for people that have offshore bank accounts that haven't yet been caught. The third mistake that people make is hiring professionals that are not licensed or experienced in handling IRS tax controversies. There are many tax relief companies out there that promise you the world and never deliver. They say they can reduce your tax liability by 90%. But think about it. The IRS is in the business of raising revenue. If they reduced everyone's tax liability by 90%, they would be out of business. The number 4 mistake that people make when they have a tax problem is even though CPAs are great for preparing your tax returns, they may not necessarily be the best people to handle your IRS tax controversies. You need experienced tax attorneys to represent you before the IRS with your tax issues. In addition, by hiring a tax attorney as opposed to just a CPA, you have attorney-client privilege. And in the event that you say something that perhaps the IRS wants to know about, they can't extract that information from you because of this privilege. You have to know what to say, when to say it, and what not to say. Experienced tax attorneys know exactly what to say, and just as important, what not to say. One of the most expensive mistakes people make when trying to get help is just hiring cheap and inexperienced representation. The last mistake that people make is not doing their homework or due diligence. Before hiring a professional, take some time, do your homework and due diligence. Experience is really the key. If you hire a tax service company simply without experience, you may end up paying for it in many ways. The tax code is always changing, and it's important to have someone who is qualified, experienced, and stays on top of the tax laws. The former IRS attorney for 8 years, he knows how to protect you and get the absolute lowest settlement allowed by law. Those were the 5 most crucial mistakes you want to avoid when dealing with the IRS.